have a 91% disability rate. It's no joke. And I was born with spina bifida, which is a congenital disease, and soon after I developed hydrocephalus. This is because they have the encephalorachidine fluid. It does not irrigate well, and they have to put a valve. That's what it entails. As a child, as a teenager, and as an adult, many problems. In the 70s, little was known about this disease, so there was very little information, and you were a bit of a guinea pig, you know? So let's see, I was born with myopia, as you said very well at the beginning of the video. Everyone told me it was genetic, because all my dad's family, they all had myopia. In my dad. Myopia magna. My brother had myopia, and he had already had surgery once before he started to see again, and I thought, well, I'm not myopic. The myopia went away with ClearSight Method because, well, in fact it was. I began to notice the improvement the first week. I remember already doing the palming. I was talking to Uncle Perez. He said how you are going to improve if all of us, the whole family is myopic. I mean, no. I mean, you have just proved me wrong, and I can prove you wrong. Then, later on, it started, and that is also caused by hydrocephalus. In my case, it was hydrocephalus. And another problem that I will now explain. Migraines. Because there are times, even changes of tempo and atmospheric pressure can cause migraines. What happened? Well, in my case also, the sinusitis. So I preferred be or all in the dark, which I ended up having. When I started the ClearSight method, I had a great photophobia and sun allergy because the light reminded me of the headache I could have. Solution, I didn't want to see the sun. In fact, I had a big skin allergy in the summer. How did I start to solve it? First, the first few minutes were cloudy and overcast. That is to say, hey, the outside doesn't bite. Let's see, let's start a little bit. Then 5 minutes of sunning. Then 10. And now, it's been a while. When I go by bus, which I take every week on Wednesdays and Sundays, apart from every day for a little while, for 3 hours I look out of the window of the bus. And between the light that comes out, the light that filters through the leaves of the trees, they serve me of chiaroscuro. And it is the most delicious moment of the whole week, being able to appreciate the light. With my eyes closed, through the leaves of the trees on the highway. The curious thing is that when, after doing so, you open your eyes, you can read the signs that I couldn't. And I was always saying, I go through the trees. No, it wasn't guiding me by the trees, it was because I couldn't read it. And then, what you also said about hydrocephalus, a thing that happens that I found out about it. Little after I could see again, of course. There were times when I could see double. And that double vision, the truth is, when you paint, not being able to fix your eyesight well, it makes you dizzy and it's very uncomfortable. To think that I could spend 8 hours painting, making spaces, but of course they were hours. It's one of my professions. So, in a single session, and I will remember that session for the rest of my life, with an audio and a meditation that you did for us, of the balance of the two hemispheres, I ended up seeing well. I think every time I think about it, you see that I get excited, really excited, and you will get very excited. But I promise you that it is the most wonderful feeling I have had during the whole process of ClearSight Method. And if now everything has to be said, I sometimes see double, it is because my cervicals have been pinched. But why have they been pinched? Because there is some bad habit that has crept in, and I'm aware of it. In other words, the problem. I'm the one who has to solve it, because my eyesight is perfect. And now you know what you need to do, and you can correct it again. So, if somebody told you, well, the person who is born with a spirit of physics and has a hydrocephalus, they will have eye problems. And that I can tell you, that I have spent several years working with people with disabilities. Yes, it is true they have eye problems, but it is also true that they can solve them.